it's a jacuzzi. I got a shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I got a even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got a.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Again, it's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Burrow will throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Here we go.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. this Packers defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 1st and goal from the 3. Lindsey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Through the middle of the field, Amon-Ra St. Brown, touchdown, Packers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And this time he is in. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Here we go. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the deep
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On first down, Justin Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a 2nd and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Here we go, here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Up the middle they go. Turner, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. There he goes left side. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards on the ground. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Burrow on first down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To the air again, Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 166 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3.
Go.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll give up the middle to Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now 3rd down and very long. Now Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this